Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. This video is brought to you by Iska. Yeah, Iska transformed my brittle nubby nails, the ones of yesteryear or yesterday, to these beauties that you see right here. If it were not for her, I would not be able to record. So Iska, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. In this video right here, we are going to be using some products from Profusion. I usually use the same products over and over and over again. I definitely have my favorites. However, I get products all the time, and I decided that rather than using what I would usually use, I would just use what's out there, because that's essentially what you guys do as well, or you know what I mean. So, I mean, you guys already know how much I love these palettes. Well, not these specifically, because it's my first time using them. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit excited. Let's just hop right into the video. We're going to start with the brows, and they have this makes me very nervous, y'all. The packaging is really pretty. Let's pop this baby open and let's use these brows to see if we actually do get beautiful brows. I should read the instructions. It comes with a little palette of brow stuff. They give us the brow highlight, but it's a powder, not a cream. I like to clean up my brows with a liquid concealer. So I'm gonna do that first. For that, I am using Makeup Revolution concealer stick, which kind of reminds me of the Maybelline. The only thing about this Makeup Revolution is look at how filthy my cap has become. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I have with this. Maybe it's just me. Otherwise, I really like this for travel. And no, Kyle, I was not about to pick my nose. My finger just accidentally hit my nose, okay? So the other day, Jolene and I went to Walmart because Profusion is sold in Target and it's also sold in Walmart. I don't know where else you can purchase it from outside of their website online, but we went into Walmart to, you know, just pick up a few things. And in the meantime, I stopped by the Profusion. I stopped by the beauty section to just kind of look at the Profusion, what is it, display. It was like half empty. I was really surprised at how like nearly empty that whole thing was, which is actually a kind of a good thing because that means people are buying it. So one of you have a Profusion palette in your homes. So now that I've got my brows cleaned up, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer so you can see me apply the actual Profusion brow palette products. And I'm just going to start in my arch area. Yeah, this has like a waxy feel to it. So yeah, this actually says to do it with, let me do it how it says in the thing. I'm going to use a powder first, and then I'm going to do it. I've never done my brows like this. I'm going to do it with the powder first, and then I'm going to go in and define any sparse areas with the actual brow defining pencil. Okay, I don't like this. I don't know how I feel at all about this. So let me go in with the brow defining pencil and then carve out my brows first and pray that that works. So now I'm just going in with the color Java and kind of just brushing that in. I don't want to judge this and say that I don't like it. I do have a favorite brow product. Brow product. It's almost unfair to compare this to that because the other product that I use is more expensive, and I love it for a reason. It does exactly what I wanted to do to my brows. I'm just gonna, you know, go through the rest of my face, maybe use it throughout the day, and then tell you guys later what I think about it. I mean, the brow doesn't look bad. Like it's not a bad brow. It just isn't what I'm used to, you know? Okay, so let's just do the other one. This definitely feels more waxy than what I'm used to. Benefits products don't feel waxy. So, I mean, I usually don't have to set Benefit, but I feel like I probably should set this. And like with a more waxy product, I can see like those sparse areas up in there. Ay, okay, so I'm gonna set it and then we're gonna move on. Okay, so using the Makeup Revolution concealer in the color C12, I am going to prime my eyelids to get ready for the Mixed Metals palette that I have right here. This is the Mixed Metals. This is the Mixed Metals Profusion Silver Sparkle Pro Pigment palette. This doesn't say that it's an eyeshadow. Because it says Pro Pigments, I think that it's pigment. I don't think that it's eyeshadow, because legally a company can't say that something is an eyeshadow if it's technically a pressed pigment. Pressed pigment is essentially what it sounds like, a pigment, the color, just pressed. Pressed pigments give really vivid colors, and I imagine that that's why these colors look the way that they do inside of the palette. My eye is drawn to really all of these colors, so I'm really excited to pop it open. But just keep in mind that if you're allergic to certain things, in the ingredient list it lists there's talc, there's silica, there's dimethicone. If you're allergic to any of those things, then you probably won't want to use this on the eye. But then I imagine that if you are allergic to something, you really pay attention to whether or not, like, you pay attention to what you're putting on your body. For example, I'm allergic to strawberries. If I'm eating something, you better believe I'm checking to see whether or not strawberries are inside of it, because if I don't, I'm gonna end up looking like Will Smith from Hitch. It's happened. The James Charles palette is not an eyeshadow palette. That's why it's called like the release your inner artistry palette. It's not an eyeshadow palette. You shouldn't see eyeshadow palette on it, because it's not. It's a pressed pigment. They also give you this sparkling eyeliner. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it. We're going to visit family today, so I have a feeling I'm gonna look really crazy. I'm gonna try not to, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Whew! My eyes are drawn to all of these colors. They are so pretty. Look at this, just by way of a swatch, you guys. Okay, so this is the color Regal. Oh, that didn't, it was like barely there. It didn't, okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna, it's kind of not there. But let's try Genius. I'm gonna rub a little bit harder because we really don't swatch just one time on our eyelids, right? Okay, on my fingers, they look okay. And I'm wondering if they're not swatching really well because they're pressed pigments. Right? Okay, so on my fingers, I'm nervous. Okay, let's try Retro. Let's just really dig into Retro. I have a feeling that this one's gonna swatch really well. Okay, so there's Retro. I'm gonna be doing a lot of work. It makes me nervous because the other Profusion palettes I love, but this one I'm kind of, let's just get started. I have high hope. I am going to dig into the color, I think that this is Hidden. Sweet Lord, please let this work out. I'm zooming you guys in so you can see it a little bit better. Gosh, I'm like really nervous. Okay, so I'm gonna apply Hidden all the way into my crease. I kind of see it. Nope. We're still just we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Profusion, I still really love you. I really, really do. And I am rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Okay, so that, I can't see it. I'm gonna go in with the color Lavish. And okay, so that's giving me a little bit of kick up, which is exciting. So I think that I'm gonna actually see this color. Yes! Okay, finally. What am I doing here? I don't know. I don't know what kind of look I'm going for. We're just gonna use colors here and pray that it turns out okay. So then this makes me wonder if the entire palette is pigment, is just pressed pigment. Is this a pressed pigment palette? I feel like I should, just for the sake of, you know, information about the brush is not harsh. I do wish that it was a little bit longer. To me, it's like a good size travel brush, but it doesn't look like they put too much money into the brush. This doesn't do a bad job. It's a pretty good, as far as like blending, if I were a beginner, I would do pretty good with this. Although when you're holding a brush that's this short, one of the reasons why brushes are longer, like, see how much longer that is so you can hold it further away. When you hold it closer, it gives you a heavier hand. When you hold it further away, it gives you a lighter hand when you're applying the product. So this makes me, the length of this forces me to hold it close to the ferrule. And that's the only issue that I have with the brush. I'm having to force my hand down to the end of the brush as far down as I could go, where I could comfortably hold it. I hope that makes sense. Y'all, I am really nervous. I think one of my biggest worries is that because it's an inexpensive product, that the colors are going to become muddy when I start to layer them on top of each other, and I'm scared about that. I don't know, let's just hop in and just do it. I'm going to put Regal on the, actually I'm not going to be able to use the brush for this part, so I'm just going to use my finger and put Regal on the outer and inner part of my eye, which you can barely see. That makes me really nervous. So I'm digging the brush into Regal, and then I'm just going to press that onto my eye on the outside and the inside. Would I usually go out in every day like this? No. But for the sake of showing you guys most of the colors and how they perform in this palette, I'm gonna do things that I've never really done before. And yeah, I hope you appreciate what's going down in Chinatown. It's not actually Chinatown, but you know. Okay, so with the finger it doesn't apply well, but with the brush it applies beautifully. I haven't even cleaned the brush off, but I am going to clean the brush off just a little bit to dip into the color Magic, and I'm going to put the color Magic on the centers of my eyes. Magic has a little bit of shimmer to it, and it's got some kick up in the pan, but I am really digging into this color to make it pop up for me because I'm worried that it won't. Okay, that's not bad. And we're just gonna pop Magic right into the middle. Feel like you can't really see a difference between Magic and Regal. Like they're almost the same color. Like just almost. Oh, I really want to grab one of my other brushes. Okay. I'm going to grab the color Retro and put that on the very... I need another brush. I'm going to grab the color Retro and stick that on the outer parts of my eye. I'm going to be using the Morphe M321 brush. It is a small brush just like this. There was no possible way I was going to be able to use this to get that color on the back of my eye the way that I need it to be. So I'm going to dig this into Retro and stick Retro on the back of my eye and pray that I don't look like a crazy person. Okay, that doesn't look bad. And I'm going to bring Retro down just a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing over here. This brush actually brought the color out much better. Using a flat brush, I'm going to use the E25 brush from Carity, and I'm going to pick up Genius and stick that on the lower lash line. I'm bringing that up into the purple just a little bit. I'm going to use the Morphe M124 brush, pick up a little bit of that color Magic and spray it with my Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist just to give it a little bit of a... Oh, that was sprayed it the wrong way. Just to give it a little bit of a kick. Yeah, that worked better. Because you see, like there, I feel like you can actually see that color Magic. I'm just going to blend these edges out. Actually, I like that because it put... Oh. Put a little bit of that purple down now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Let's grab a little bit of Regal and smoke out the bottom a little more. I'm starting to feel real like... But then again, you know what? My face isn't done. So let me just calm down until I get my entire face done. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, my dear. Okay. I can't even right now. I'm gonna put on some mascara. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I stuck that silver sparkle in? Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do with it. There's a color called Miracle, which is, I imagine, a highlight color. And even though I think that I don't like this because this is like a cool tone look, and I don't necessarily like cool tone on me. So I'm going to take a little bit of Miracle, pump it up with the makeup fixing mist, and put that on the inner corners of my eye. I mean, it's not horrible. Having your face completely done makes a huge difference because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Just wait. Okay, as far as my face goes, where did all this mess come from? All over my hands. I'm a mess all over. As far as my face goes, I'm using the Fenty primer by Rihanna, and I'm gonna apply that all over my face in order to give myself a nice base before I apply foundation. I still have hope. I'm holding on to hope that, you know what, just, you know what, why not? Why not just throw a little bit of this? The silver sparkle hath done thee well. Why not? Why not use every single thing there? Why? Made it easy and stuck with just one color. But no, I couldn't do that. I had to do 7 much. If you go into something nervous in the beginning, it's not going to turn out well. I'm using this, one of my favorite foundations, this TooFaced Born This Way foundation. I like that it's medium to full coverage, so it really is buildable. Come on, foundation, fix me. Foundation is supposed to just take it and be like, you are now beautiful. This foundation is like, I don't know if I can do this. And if I'm being honest, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this either. Am I washing my face off before we go to LA, babe? Don't answer that. I'm going to apply MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC45 and pray that at some point in this, I start looking like a regular human being. I'm just gonna use this blender to buff the concealer out. You know, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, I'm accepting of it, you know? Like I accept my fate. I accept that this is what my life is gonna be for today. But we're not done yet. We are not done trying to salvage my face. I don't even have my lash glue. Come on. Can't nobody break my stride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no. I've got to keep on moving. I don't have lash glue. Of all things. What can I like pretend is lash glue? What can I act like is lash glue with?
Super glue?
No, we're not super gluing my eyelashes. That's what we're not gonna do. I'm like really struggling over here. Like, I am legit struggling, babe. And it's almost like no one cares. I didn't know that I didn't have the lash glue. I said, hey, hey, what a shame today. You don't appreciate. I really just can't with this face, babe.
Just don't.
I can't with it. I can't. I know this brush is like super big, but I'm feeling it for my blush. And why not? Everything else is kind of cray today, so why not have a little bit of a cray application? Okay, the more this sits on my face, the more I like it. Okay, let's let this meld into my face. I'm going to use the makeup fixing mist to spray my face. Okay. Moving on, we are going to do these Profusion lips to go. It is the color nude. I'm sorry, it's the color Bear. It's a 3-piece velvet lip kit. I don't usually line my lips, but I'm going to use every single thing that is inside of this lip kit. so scared. I'm so scared. Okay, this lip liner does not look all that bad. Here is what it looks like. Oh, that's not a bad color. It's not a bad color. That's what it looks like on the other side of my hand. Okay, so let's wipe off my moisturizer and line my lips. It feels pretty dang creamy. Almost like, it feels almost like I didn't put anything on my lips. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm like, do you see my, alright, so next we're gonna use the Velvet Matte Lipstick. That's how much that comes in the container. Alright, and it smells like cocoa butter. It smells, okay, there is a smell. It's not like super overpowering. I can smell it, but it's not like seriously bothering me. So now I'm gonna go in with the lip strobe, and can you see that? Can you even see that on my lip? There's the lip strobe is actually like just a hair lighter than the liner. It almost, I thought when I heard lip strobe, I thought it was going to make my lips lighter, but it almost just feels like a lip gloss. So I'm going to apply this to all of my, I need to put some, I need to do my liner. I didn't add any on my lower lash line, so I'm going to add a little bit of the Genius color on my lower lash line as liner. And then because I don't have a Profusion mascara, I really don't think that they have come out with mascaras, but I'm going to use the Maybelline Mascara in the color, like, what is this, purple? I think I have a blue one, but I don't know where it is right now, so I'm going to use this one. But if I'm being 100% honest, I don't notice the color of the Mascara. Like, I do like to use this mascara, but I don't notice the color. But something that I did find that was very interesting about this mascara is that I think it's their first wax-free formula, so it comes off of the eyelashes easily. I will check to make sure that that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. So the only thing that's missing from my look are lashes, but unfortunately I can't put lashes on when I don't have lash glue. So look. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot put lashes on without lash glue, so we're just gonna pretend like I'm wearing lashes. I would put on these Ardell Natural Lashes because this is, I hope you guys can see this. I don't know, my light is like really super bright right now, but because I'm going with family, I would be wearing something a little bit more natural. So let's just fake pop these on. And by fake, I do mean fake, because there's no possible way for me to get lashes on this look, which I think lashes would really make this look nice. Okay, so let's pretend like for a moment that these lashes were legit, like pressed onto my eyes. Does this not bring the look together? You know, the other Profusion palettes, I feel like the other Profusion palettes, the ones that are $10, work a lot better and a lot easier than these. I was really afraid of the colors becoming muddy. They didn't really become muddy, and I think that that's because they're pro pigments, or they're pressed pigments. I think that they're pressed pigments. I need to look into that and find out. But they weren't, the other palettes aren't difficult to use, and those are actually eyeshadows. These didn't muddy together, but it was just harder. And also this particular palette by itself, would I have purchased it on its own? No. Although there are the 4 colors in here that these 4 at the bottom really are the colors that, hold on, I'm gonna blind you anyways because it's got the mixed metals. So these 4 colors right here at the bottom are the ones that really stood out to me and drew my eye to the palette, which is surprising because you would think that the highlight shade would do it, but that didn't do it for me. It was these 4, but I don't know. Like, do I find myself, do I think that I would reach for this palette all the time? Probably not. Like, it would, I'm having a hard time putting my thoughts together on the palette. Profusion has other really, really beautiful palettes that I would like to try and show you guys. I think that those palettes are a better buy. As far as the brows, I'm gonna have to sit in them a little bit longer today to let you guys know. The lip kits are actually not all that bad. I just don't, I wouldn't wear it with this eye. The lips aren't that bad. I wonder if you could wear the lip strobe by itself because of, actually, let me try that real fast. Just because the lip strobe is a lighter color than the lip liner, I wonder if you could just wear the lip strobe as a lip gloss and it look fine. It probably won't on me because of my skin color. It's like not there. It's it's like non-existent. Honestly, if you have like a teenager or a kid and they're just like wanting to play around in makeup, this would be a really good palette for them to play around in. The only thing is that it does stain. Like, I do have staining on my fingers. I don't have an allergy to pressed pigments, or at least I haven't seen an allergy with me in pressed pigments. So yeah, the only thing that I would be worried about is that my kid might not wash their hands well enough, and then I find pressed pigment on my walls or on sheets or on like other stuff. If it gets onto their clothes, will it wash out well? I don't know. So that's the only thing. Like, if there's anything that I would suggest, like, I would say get the smaller palette like this, like for a kid playing around in makeup. But if you're a makeup enthusiast and a makeup lover, you probably won't be reaching for this anytime soon. I don't think that I will be either, although those 4 colors are really pretty. Like, I really want to do something with them, but we'll see. We'll see in another video. I don't know. I feel kind of bad that I don't really care for this particular like palette, but like I said, the lips, I think the lip products, all 3 in a pack, come for about $5, which is a pretty good deal. You could wear the lip liner all on its own. It's moisturizing enough. It doesn't dry your lips out. So that's something that you could, you know, potentially get. That is a good buy. But however, lip liners are one of those things where you can spend less money on it and it's okay. Like, Jordana has really good lip liners. Actually, Jordana has been out for like even since I was a kid, and they have lipstick, lip liners, all that stuff, and you can buy those for a pretty decent price. But yeah, so I mean, for this $5, you get 3 in the pack. Yeah, it's not a bad deal. Buy the lip packet and the regular $10 size, or yeah, the regular $10 size palette, and I think that you would have done good with yourself, because all the other Profusion palettes I really like. The Profusion eyeshadow so far. This is the first pigment palette that I've tried. Yeah, like I said, I will check back in with you guys and let you guys know how I feel about the eyebrows, because I don't know right now. The only other suggestion that I would give to you guys is that if you're doing a look and you do your eyes first, wait until you finish the entire look before you say you like it or you don't like it, because sometimes your emotions, whether or not you're on your cycle, if you've had a bad day, if you're a little bit moody, that all goes under emotions, right? That will affect how you see yourself. And so when you're doing a look and your emotions aren't at a normal even keel, you might have more of a negative opinion about how something looks on you. So, you know, the more I sit in this, the more I'm like, okay, it looks all right. If I could just get some lash glue, I'll be good. Okay, that's the end of this video. I have a lot of other palettes that I want to talk to you guys about, a lot of things that companies have sent me. I really, really, truly want to thank Profusion for sending this palette over to me and sending these things for me to look at and review and talk about and share with you guys. I do value that there are companies like Profusion out there that really want us to give our honest opinion about certain things, and they use the feedback that we give to make better items. Yeah, so thank you, Profusion, for being so generous. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you give me a thumbs down. That's okay, because a thumbs down is just a thumbs up upside down. My lashes are gonna fall off at any moment now. That's okay, because it's the end of the video. If you guys really, really like this video and you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe, y'all, because it's
the right thing to do.
That's right. It's the right thing to do. Bye, guys. Oh, before I go, did I tell you that you matter? Cause you do. Yeah, you do. Iska, get on your YouTube channel. Ready to go? You ready to go? Yeah. Okay, so I don't like the brows. I feel like that's a problem with using something that's really good and then comparing it to something that's you know, not on the same level. I'm used to my brows looking a certain way, and I don't know if you could really, baby, can you get a close-up of my brow? You can tell where I don't have hair. Usually when I do my brows with Goof Proof, Gimme Brow, Precisely My Brow, or anything from Benefit Cosmetics, you can't see the distinction between brow hair and my hair. But here, yeah, so it's a no for me, dog. Baby.
What?
Are you still close?
I zoomed out.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for that reason, I would pass on the brow products. Use your money towards something a little bit better. I like Benefit. If you like these and you're just beginning to do your brows, this would work pretty well. But for somebody that's a little bit more experienced like myself, or you know, anybody else who's been doing their brows for a while and like their brows a specific way, this is a hard pass. It's a hard pass. It's a little bit too waxy for me. John and I are on our way somewhere, and I'm in the car, so I'm gonna say goodbye, but I'm not gonna go out with this on my face. I'm actually gonna wipe it off. So yeah, yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. See you guys later, guys.